I'm really excited to be here this morning. I'm here with Alex at the Rode stand, and we're going to talk about this handheld mic that we could use for doing videos like we're doing today here at the BVE 2018. Hi Alex, if you could just tell us about this microphone.
Well, what we've got are two different products. It's actually the Reporter, which is like a handheld omnidirectional mic for speech, where we can just sort of chat like this. But you're also using the news shooter kit. We have a bunch of wireless kits basically for doing sound, all of which work with DSLRs. They're designed so that you can basically, in this case, this is like this little unit that you see on the bottom of the mic. It allows you to just basically plug any microphone in and then beam it wirelessly to your camera. So that's what we're doing right now. Like the sound is being digitally beamed direct to camera. And what's nice about that is it allows you to use kind of handheld mics, actually shotgun mics as well. So if you're a filmmaker, you're able to use microphones which traditionally it'd be really hard to get into a DSLR. Like you can't just convert. Like a lot of folks come up to us, can I just adapt an XLR to a 3.5mm jack? And it's like, unfortunately, I'm sorry, you can't. Well, you can try that, but the problem that we've found with DSLRs, as great as they are for imaging, they're not the best sounding devices in the world. Not all. I mean, there are some, things are changing. I think that things are getting a bit better, but you can't unfortunately just plug like a shotgun microphone or a handheld dynamic mic like this direct into a DSLR, because once you've adapted that socket, the actual technology behind the actual technology in the camera is just not up to getting it up to an audible level without introducing its own hiss, its own kind of artifacts. It just doesn't sound right. And so what these kind of wireless products that Rode have been bringing out are doing is letting folks use very high quality mics, but let these mics then talk to their cameras in the language that their cameras understand, and get good results exactly as we're doing, like direct to the camera.
Yeah, it's a really good looking mic, and it sounds good when I listen to it, and you guys will be able to hear it now. And yeah, I like the idea of being able to use it, like you said, for film as a shotgun mic on a boom pole. And the fact that we won't have wires. I know when we filmed at university for movie films, we had like all the wires going from the recorder or from the camera or whatever. What kind of length battery can you expect from this, and what kind of price does it retail for?
So in terms of battery life, it actually varies. Like the receiver and the transmitter have kind of different strengths, as in the transmitter is working harder to beam the signal. I would say, my experience on a pair of AA's, this will run for something in the region of 6 to 7 hours, depending on, that's for absolute constant use. And if you're turning things on and off in between shoots, obviously you massively extend the battery life. At the show here, we just leave it on all day. Actually, one interesting point about the battery life, though, is that you don't have to run this off AA's. Like the news shooter kit, which is the name of what we're using here, this little unit at the bottom, and the corresponding receiver. The news shooter can actually run on Sony NP-BF batteries. So those kind of brick-like Sony batteries that you run LED lights on, cameras and stuff. You can use that same type of battery on here. So you actually, then, if you're using a Sony big fat charged battery, you can run it for a considerably longer.
So the shape inside there is the same shape as that Sony one.
Exactly,
you can just slide it in.
This like battery compartment comes off, and then you can fit the Sony on the side.
Okay.
Actually, the other point here is just while we're pointing out the unit itself, you've actually got headphone monitoring on the side of it, which is a nice touch. If you were, for example, you can run this. We have the blimp, which is just over here. The blimp's like the big sort of furry fella that goes on the end of your boom pole. If you've got a shotgun in a blimp, you can actually attach this directly to the blimp. You can turn it into a wireless system, and actually the operator could then plug a pair of headphones and monitor what they're doing as they're doing it. It's a really neat solution. I really like the fact that Rode have got, we've got all these broadcast microphones which have sort of it's not been something that DSLR filmmakers had immediate access to, because, like I said before, you can't just plug those things directly into a DSLR. Now with this kind of technology where you've got these units that can beam and talk wirelessly to our cameras, and especially that the receiver unit has actually got a 3.5mm jack, just like we have on our DSLRs, you can suddenly just beam it straight in this language that the cameras understand. So it's a good time to be making films, basically. All the best toys now.
Yeah, that's so good. And with the jack, like you said, you can monitor, and also you could have like another little recorder on there as a backup as well.
Yeah.
Maybe something to. This looks like a really good mic. I have to get myself one of these as soon as possible.
Do you do?
So thanks Alex for talking to me about this. I hope that you guys learn a lot and enjoyed and liked the product. I'll put a link to it in the description below. And if you'd like to see any more videos and other mics and equipment at this show, please click on the link to the side here. And remember to subscribe and like and comment in the box below.